wrestling fans, and welcome to another edition of Wrestling Disasters. I am C-Fall. She is Miss Chrissy Love. How you doing today?
I'm okay. Yourself? Let's get this disaster of a thing that we call a match that we're about to talk about over.
Yes. And the rules here on Wrestling Disasters are very simple. At the end of the program, we take today's topic and give it the prestigious disaster award. What's that, you're asking? Well, it's either we give it a 5 disaster, which is the worst possible thing you could ever see with your eyes, or maybe a half a disaster and saying, meh, it's really not that bad. But on today's episode, we got to get the poop scoopers ready, because we're talking about the Kennel from Hell match that happened at Unforgiven 1999. The WWF was running wild with the Attitude Era, so you got boobs hanging out, people yelling "suck it," middle fingers, and dogs pooping inside of cages. Excuse me? Now, it's Big Bossman versus Al Snow, the first ever Kennel from Hell match. But first, let's talk about the storyline, shall we? Oh, is good. So at SummerSlam a month before this, Al Snow, he took on Big Bossman and he won the Hardcore Championship. Hooray! Hooray for you, Al. Well, the next night, Big Bossman attacks Al Snow. But at the time, Al Snow had his mannequin head, but he also had a small chihuahua named Pepper. A little dog named Pepper he would bring to the ring that clearly looked scared to death every time it came out, with 20,000 fans screaming and fireworks going off. Always like you ever see a chihuahua with big eyes? Like, just doing this. Oh,
and just
God.
shaking.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's exactly what was happening there. So now Big Bossman has captured Pepper. He has stolen his dog. And you think in your head, I'm going to fight you and I want to win my dog back. That's what you think is going to happen, right? You think you put up your title, I'll put up the dog, and we can see who gets what, right? That's not what happens. Randomly, the British Bulldog returns. He's been gone in WCW for a while. He comes back not in tights, but in jeans.
True.
He wins the hardcore.
Was still around at the time. I forgot all. Oh my God.
Yeah. He comes back. He wins the hardcore title. And he just hands it over.
That was the 24/7. I'm sorry, that was the 24/7 title back then. Yeah,
that's right. That was the 24/7 championship. So now Bulldog has the title. Bossman is like, oh, okay, whatever. And suddenly Bulldog hands it to Al Snow again. I don't know why. But then after that, Bossman's like, hey, Al Snow, how about you come back to my hotel? I got your dog Pepper, and I think we should sit down, have a nice, delicious Chinese food meal, and just talk it out like friends.
Oh, my God.
Now, in reality, when your enemy asks you to come into a hotel, probably not. Meet somewhere that's not someone's location, like the evil lair. Like, hey, just meet me at my evil lair. Don't worry, I won't hurt you. No. So Al Snow shows up to the hotel. He's eating a delectable, delicious meal of Chinese food. He's mowing that shit down too. Well, turns out that ain't Chinese food. You're eating your dog Pepper. You're eating your dog Pepper. Yes, folks.
And this is a bad stereotype as well, because some people do say that Chinese food is made of like dog, like cats. Like cats.
Yeah, you
rats,
usually hear the cat jokes.
You definitely hear those. You date dog or cat. You definitely hear all those, or rat. One of those things.
Yes.
So this is definitely a bad joke went wrong. But go ahead, finish.
Oh, so now Al Snow has eaten his dog, and he starts throwing up in the hotel. And then Bossman just like hits him over the head with something like a lamp. So on top of that, he ate his dog. He's puking, and then he gets hit in the back of the head with a lamp. So that leads us to this match. Al Snow challenges Big Bossman to a Kennel from Hell match. Now, a Kennel from Hell for me would be like, oh, we're going to go fight in like the dog pound. Something like that in my brain. But no, we're going to take the blue steel cage, the old school blue steel cage, which they stopped using since 1994.
Right. Yep.
So actually 96.
No,
So they bring it, 96, because Diesel fought Bret Hart and won in 96. So suddenly, we have the blue steel cage, and then the Hell in the Cell over the blue steel cage. But wait, folks.
There's more.
We decide to have dogs, because Al Snow ate a dog. We're going to have pit bulls. running around the ring.
No, it was Rottweilers.
Rottweilers. We have them running around the ring, but if they're not by themselves, they have like trainers holding them.
When you told me we were going to watch this, and I had to go back and like relive this, I remember the storyline, but I didn't remember the match. And I'm like, how are they? This is a kid. What are they going to do with the dogs? And then I see the guy. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching this and I'm like, okay, well, where's the dogs? Like, I thought the dogs were there. No, these trainers come out with the dogs and they have to circle around the ring for an opponent to fall out of to attempt to fall out of the cage. And then the dogs are supposed to attack them. It sounds bad as I say it.
But isn't that crazy? You're trusting animals. Now, this isn't Hollywood where we have multiple takes of a scene where like, hey, Lassie, we need you to walk over here and help Timmy out of the whale, grab this rope and pull him out. No, this is live on TV. So imagine if Al Snow just fell out of the ring and these dogs decide to eat him. Live on TV, destroy him, rip apart his face, rip off his testicles. I don't know. He would be dead and we'd all be watching it.
Right, live. That was a live pay-per-view. So it's like, did they have Al Snow smell like a certain like food or an animal? Like what would entice these dogs to attack him?
Well, they don't attack anybody at all. All they do is take shits and pee all over the outside of the ring. And Jerry Lawler's on commentary and he can't help himself. He is having a hell of a time talking about all the poop and the pee. And at one point,
I think they forgot they were on. I think he really forgot that they were talking on commentary. I really think I want to give him the benefit of the doubt because that. I vaguely remember this pay-per-view, but like certain matches, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this, because I went to go find where to watch it.
Yeah.
Went on a Peacock, found it. I'm like, okay, let me watch this, and till the match comes up. I got a little time to spare. God, I think I mean, what in the world did we watch back then? This was good to us back then, except that match. I didn't understand. The crowd hated it.
Yeah, this is a bathroom match. This is definitely a bathroom match.
This was a bathroom match. This was give me a refill drink, give me something to eat maybe. This was definitely one of those filler matches that they just thrown in. And then you had the blue cage, then this Hell in a Cell. Like how, when they were attempting to get out, how were they supposed to get out? Because the Hell in a Cell had the top piece on it.
Yeah.
So there's no piece that opens at the top. So now you either go into like, what did Big Bossman cut through or something like that? Well,
you get the blue steel cage.
Right.
I guess I use my drink as an example. Here is the blue steel cage.
Mm-hmm. You climb.
Here's the Hell in a Cell. So it's on top of it. So you have to. So it's on top like this. You got to climb over one cage. Now you're stuck around the Hell in the Cell.
Right.
And on the outside,
the dogs are in the middle of it.
The dogs are in the middle, and they're just shitting everywhere and peeing. And at one point, the camera pans over, and there's two dogs humping each other.
Oh my God!
That's the best part about this. I don't know if it's the best part, but the funniest part is they're like, oh, they're pooping, they're peeing, they're pooping, they're peeing, slobberknocker. Oh, they're humping. Live sex celebration. Yeah. Yes, it's a very weird match. Eventually, Al Snow does beat Big Bossman to retain his Hardcore Championship here at Hardcore Championship Unforgiven 1999. This is a bad idea because if you've ever been to a wrestling event live, I went to a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. It's very hard to see through a mesh Hell in a Cell.
Right.
So imagine you don't just have that; you have to look through the cage too. Like I can't see. I can't see your match.
And that's why the people are booing and everything like that.
Yeah. There was no good action. There was no good action. And then at one point they had the Big Boss Man like dangling his leg to the dogs, and the dogs are supposed to be biting him. And they're like, I'm too busy humping. I don't want to bite you. Listen, if I was humping, I wouldn't want to bite somebody either, unless it's the person I'm humping.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. I don't know.
Yeah. Yes.
So
it's horrible. So let's hand out the prestigious disaster award to this dog humping, poop dropping, piss escaping. Though I did look up before we continue. I did look up some jokes, poop jokes.
Poop jokes. Okay.
If you'd allow me.
Sure.
Let me ask you a question. What did the poop say to the fart?
What?
You blow me away.
That one is cute. That's cute.
Thank you.
That's a cute one.
Yes, I like that one. I like toilets for 2 reasons. Do you know the reasons?
Why?
Because of number 1 and number 2.
Oh my gosh.
These are kids jokes, apparently.
But
so
but with farts.
Yeah, I mean, with farts.
Okay. I thought you was the first one. I thought you was say because I fart you.
Oh, well, that one too. This is the last one, and then we'll get to the disaster award. My love for you is like diarrhea. I can't hold it in. That's what we offer here, folks.
That's cute. You know, we try our best here. You know, it's what we do.
You got to entertain with the craptastic matches.
Yeah.
You gotta. So let's hand out the prestigious disaster award. 5 disasters means it's the worst possible thing you've ever seen with your eyes. Half a disaster saying, meh, it's really not that bad. You already got 5 up?
5. That is a 5 for sure. There's no doubt about it. This is the third 5 we've given so far, maybe?
Yeah, this is getting rough.
This is getting bad. 5.
So
five.
I'll go.
If I could get it more than a 5, I could. I would.
If it was in the Tokyo Dome, but it's not.
Yeah.
I will definitely give it 5 as well. Dogs humping, pee dropping, poop plopping. It just, what a weird concept for a match. What a weird concept. But there you go, folks. 5 disasters for this terrible encounter between the Bossman and Allison. If you want to watch it, it's on Unforgiven, $19.99, the pay-per-view.
Yes.
That's not a very good pay-per-view. So check it out, folks. But thank you so much for being here. I've been Steve Fall. She's a Miss Chrissy Love. Actually, she'll be over here. Have a good one, folks. We'll see you next time. Bye.